So again, NatMed has done a wonderful job with their oils, their tinctures. They're bringing you products from the United States like Green First and Red Alert that will not only help you in your survival kit, but they will be perfectly for flushing disorders out your body, rejuvenating your blood cell, and they're also, people, perfect for sports. I tell you, St. Lucia is the most perfect, how can I say, the most perfect sports training environment. You all saw the sister girl from the United States on TV last night who was busted for using steroids after saying no. She hadn't been. I have been telling you over and over, St. Lucia has environmental resources that are perfect for drug-free sports training. All of that's in my new book, Nature Signature, Optimum Health and Wellness. It's a natural fitness guide. And I say to you over and over and over again, your sulfur springs is everything. You all probably have seen the spread I did in a magazine a few years ago on the sulfur springs. All of this is in the DVD too, so you're going to have to make contact with Flavia and Gender Dimensions in order to be able to find out how, when, and where you will get the DVD. But
can I just say then that the DVD can be, you can get it from the CAFRA office at number 25 Chaussee Road, and you can also call CAFRA at 458-2693, 453-1608, 452-3146. So we can have Gwen's DVD available so you can get access to some of those things. And Gwen, one of the things you said that I really appreciated was the fact that you can use all of these things to flush out the diabetes in the system, and you related a lot of the problems we have with constipation to the fact that we have so many people who actually have diabetes. So if we learn to use all those natural products to flush out our system and then to begin to use some of these things, I mean, I was just so fascinated when you spoke about rosemary, and I've been so conscious of these things that I've started to grow them. I went to a friend's house and I saw the plant, and I mean, it just smells so, I mean, you can just keep
as a matter of fact, Flavia,
so
in my bathroom, you will find rosemary in a little artificial plant with real rosemary in it. On my kitchen table, you will find a vase of rosemary, and in my bedroom, on my nightstand, you will find rosemary, because it is always around to lift your spirit. You all have many things to do that, but rosemary is one of my favorite. And I must tell you, I am really getting tremendous success with teaching rosemary here. People are really bonding with it, very much so.
And the beautiful thing about it, it's all natural. It's all available right here in St. Lucia. You can go out and get it. For example, the neem, Honorable Priest Kailash as well spoke about the neem plant, and these things are available everywhere. So please feel free to go out and get them, to plant them, so that you can always have access to your own stuff.
As a matter of fact, I am the DVD. I urge Mr. Andy Lake and Mr. Tulsi from the National Trust and the Bank of St. Lucia to really, when you are redoing the landscape at Pigeon Island at the National Trust, all of it should be a functional, educational landscape so that the youth will be very, very clear as to what plants should be planted in their home. You know, Flavia, it bothers me a lot that people actually do not raise children that grow food in an agriculture society. You can't say you can feed your children just because you can go to the grocery store, because in fact, with disasters, you can't go to the grocery store and then they recognize nothing in the environment. But while we still can go to the store, I must tell you that Brighton's in Rodney Bay have a gourmet market that will really blow you away. Now let me just show you some of the things they have. One, they have bulgur wheat. This comes in a nice package. You break it down for each family member. This is a grain that all you have to do is pour water over it and let it soak, and you have a starch to eat so that you're not like this from not getting your wheat bread and your white bread, and it fits conveniently in your pouch. They also have my favorite grain, which is couscous. Couscous again, you just pour your water over it, let it soak for a moment. If it's not boiled water, then it will soak a little longer than if the water is boiled.
And you can actually eat it.
Oh, it's food. It's your starch. It's a much more powerful starch than rice. And people, this is why you want to learn this before a disaster. Get your family accustomed to it before a disaster, so that, well, once a disaster hit and there's no food, people are not going to resist their own little pouches.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because very often when there's a disaster, when there's a call for disaster planning, a lot of people tend to go to the supermarket and buy the chicken,
the wrong stuff,
all of this, and then if there's no
electricity, same stuff that gave them diabetes, and it goes bad.
Yes,
and it goes bad.
Then the thing, you don't have the fridge,
and
you don't have the electricity.
And then when the disaster don't happen, because you know how many warnings we get, and it don't happen, you eat up a bunch of stuff that you wouldn't have eaten, and you spent up a bunch of money that you didn't need to spend. The money could have been growing interest in the bank.
So you're saying it's better to stock those kinds of
and
things.
You can pack this bag at the beginning of the season, and these things last nicely. Brighton's has sea kelp. You all have wonderful kelp in your sea here, but you don't know it, so again, you'll buy it. But sea kelp is perfect for the people who have lung dysfunction, people who have goiter. This is so great for the thyroid. Kelp repairs the nervous system. Over 30 minerals, 30 different vitamins. It's one of the richest source of nutrients on the market. Stimulates great brain cell growth and also takes care of the nervous system in a perfect way. How do you take it? A quarter of a teaspoon and a little bit of water, drink down, and you're good to go. When it's not a disaster, you season your food with it to get rid of the white salt. Because as I teach, salt and sugar, the #1 and 2 drugs in the world, so you want to get off of that before you can't have it and lose your mind. This will repair your nervous system and help you grow healthy brain cells. What else does Brighton's have? St. John's wort, you know all about that. That's perfect as a cup of tea for your nervous system and your brain again.
So they're available at Brighton's in those packages that you have?
No, they come in a larger package. I broke them down and labeled them for your convenience on the DVD and on your show, my dear. Also, pumpkin seeds, perfect. Why? Pumpkin seeds will keep you from getting hungry. They're good to help the intestines and flush out worms. Children love seeds like that. Fits perfectly in there.
So you eat the seeds or you cook them?
Oh, you eat them. No, nothing in this needs to be cooked.
So if when I use pumpkin at home, instead of throwing the seeds, you mean?
Oh yes, my Lord, please don't throw the seeds.
Well, I need solutions to know that, because every time I use my pumpkin, I cut it off and I throw away the seeds.
And what you need to do is throw the seeds in that big fabulous yard you have, and you start growing some pumpkin, because pumpkin alone, a nice medium-sized pumpkin, generally has about 29,000 IUs of vitamin A in it, which again means what? You will not lose your immune system, your body's defense systems, your body systems will not become immune to all of the medication you've been on. And when you eat the food, which is medicine, it will help you a great deal. So again, your almonds, what are almonds? Fiber, great for constipation. The person who's constipated, you'll make sure they have almonds in there. Again, the National Trust had almond trees all around it, but when I visit there, no one knew the great ingredients in almonds. But Dr. Goss in The Rebirth of the Gods tell you the nutrient contents in there. Again, what else do you have? You have your pecans, great for people with skin problems or constipation also. Then you have your sunflower seeds, you have your sesame seeds, they all go in there. You have your raisins, what is good this for? Iron, your blood. You have your dates, great for sugar, only 1 or 2. That's sweet enough for you. You should be in great shape. Then what do we have again? I see we're getting ready for a break, so I'll stop now. But you have your figs. Again, all of this is perfect for your body. Figs are great for constipation.